Another day, another iPhone case. Today, we're going to take a look at the most minimal case that Apple provides for the iPhone Air, and that's going to be the iPhone Air bumper. Now, I got the light blue version. It's going to come in 4 different colors. You're going to get light blue, tan, light gray, and black. So 4 colors on this one. The price on it is $39. And of course, all links are down in the description below for you guys to check it out for yourselves if you want. But if you saw that title, do not buy this. I'll tell you why. Let's take a look. So starting off with the packaging, very classic. We know Apple. iPhone Air bumper. You do get a picture of the bumper case there. I apologize about the look of the box. Shout out Best Buy. They shipped it out. This is kind of what it looked like when it came in. So it is what it is. On the back, you get a little bit more information here in a bunch of different languages. So anyways, opening this thing up, this is all you're greeted with. No regulatory paperwork or instructions in this box because there's really nothing to it. So set that off to the side. We do get our bumper case right here that you just pull off and this little cardboard thing right there. So let's go ahead and set that off to the side and take a look at the bumper itself. So as you guys can see, that's it. There's no back to it, no front, nothing crazy, just a literal bumper. So this is going to be made completely out of polycarbonate. You do get the polycarbonate on the sides as well as on the inside going all the way around your bumper. Now, of course, this is going to have your camera control button. We know it's an Apple case and it is a sapphire one. So that's what the button looks like right there. So anyways, let's go ahead and bring over our scale and our caliper here and we'll take a look at how much this thing weighs. Now, I did also want to compare it real quick in size to just an iPhone Air clear case because in my opinion, the clear case is going to make your phone actually feel a little bit thinner than the bumper. Now, if you guys are interested, I did actually already review the Shadow as well as the regular Frost clear case on the channel. I'll leave that video at the end of this one. But anyways, let's go ahead and see the weight differences just to see what we're working with. So this one is going to be 12 grams and the clear case is going to be 21 grams. So definitely a little bit heavier on the clear case, but taking a look at that thickness. So from front to back, we are looking at 8.5 millimeters. And from inside to outside, we are looking at 4.1 millimeters. Whereas the Apple Clear case from front to back, we're looking at 7.9. And then with the camera bump, we are looking at 12.8. And then from inside to outside, we are looking at 2.2, 2.1 millimeters right there. So that is going to be a little bit thinner, actually, the clear case, than the bumper. So if you're someone who wants absolute thinness on your phone, the bumper is actually going to make it feel thicker. Of course, you do have your back exposed, so it feels like you're kind of holding the naked iPhone. In my opinion, the clear case definitely feels better if you are an Apple case lover. If not, there's, of course, way better cases out there on the market. But anyways, that's enough about that. Let's go ahead and bring over that beautiful sky blue iPhone Air and put it into the bumper here. So starting off, you just kind of align one of the sides real quick, and you just go ahead and pop it on each side. Be a little bit careful not to drop the phone. And there you go. No animation, of course. And there's no need to talk about the back of it because, of course, there is no back of the case. It's just a bumper. So taking a look at how that looks around, taking a look at the fit, you're going to get a little bit of give, which is something that I'm not really a big fan of. You get, if you guys sit here, you give it a little bit of give. So I'm afraid that some stuff may end up getting around to the sides of the case and possibly scratch up the sides of the phone. Now, it is a titanium phone as opposed to the iPhone 17, 17 Pro, and Pro Max that have aluminum sides. However, some stuff can still scratch titanium, so definitely be careful about that. Now, taking it off with the corners, you're not going to really have any issues. The corners are on there actually pretty securely. You're going to want to actually get it off from the bottom as opposed to the top corners because the top ones are a lot more difficult to take off than the bottom. However, it does have a pretty good fit all the way around when it does come to those corners right there. So that is definitely a plus. Now, taking a look around the sides, of course, your top is closed in. On the left-hand side, you do have your action button, volume up and down, and you're closed the rest of the way. Let's listen to these buttons. Apple did actually improve the buttons on all of their case lineup, which makes me really happy, but doesn't necessarily mean that it's a good case. If you guys know Apple's cases, you know there's way better out there, but if someone loves an Apple case, it's kind of hard to convince them otherwise. But let's listen to those buttons. No complaints when it comes to the buttons on this case. They are pretty clicky and really no issues with them. I am a fan of the buttons. However, let's go ahead and take a look at that screen and that camera protection. So we'll go ahead and wipe all that down. Now, starting off with the screen, I am using a full coverage tempered glass screen protector, and you get a tiny, tiny screen lip right there. So you can set that down on its screen on a flat surface and you'll be fine. However, I wouldn't set it on anything jagged. But then when we come to the back, here is one of my biggest issues with this. Your nice little camera plateau here are not protected whatsoever. So if you're someone like me and you set your phone face up on a table, most of the time I do that. I very rarely put it face down. I'm not a fan of that. I've actually been setting this down on this desk, on my office desk, my countertops, my nightstand, stuff like that. And it really makes me a little bit nervous because I'm afraid to scratch up the camera. Now I know it's a sapphire lens and all that, but as Jerry Rig Everything says, his famous words, glass is glass and glass breaks, which is true. It scratches, all that stuff. So you're going to want to be careful with this. You're definitely not going to be able to drop this on the desk. I absolutely would not recommend doing that. You know, you can set it down just like this on a surface and be okay. But as you know, it's sitting exactly right there on that camera lens. And of course, unlike the Pro series or a lot of other cases for this phone that cover the entire plateau, this one is going to have some rock on it for sure. So that's definitely something you're going to want to pay attention to. Now, there's really no need, obviously, to talk about MagSafe. Nothing is going to interfere because this is the exact back of the phone. So even if you were to take an Apple MagSafe wallet, of course, you get your animation. It's the phone, so I don't really need to go over it. If you know the phone, you know exactly what the MagSafe strength is or is not on the iPhone. Anyways, B, what do you think about the bumper? Yeah, I know you guys saw the title. I know you heard what I said at the beginning of the video. What do I think? I say avoid it. Just completely, blatantly, honestly, avoid it. It is a bar of wet soap. This thing is super slippery. I have almost dropped it so many times. Now, of course, it's also a super thin phone, so you do have to take that into consideration. But the bumper has zero grip, zero added protection, really. I mean, of course, you are going to get maybe some drop protection if you were to drop it on the corners. They do say it's a reinforced polycarbonate, not just polycarbonate. But still, inside of the case, there's no shock absorption material, none of that. So you're definitely going to want to be very careful with this. And it's tough to do that because of how slippery it is, number one. Number two, maximum pinky destruction. This bottom edge is so sharp. As we actually didn't even go over the bottom. Let's do that real quick. Of course, you're going to get your lanyard loops here for the Apple strap. You do get your microphone holes right there and your USB Type-C port. And then on the right-hand side, of course, camera control and your power button. The camera control button, it's an Apple case, guys. We know exactly what it is. It's going to work really well. Absolutely no issues when it comes to that. But the bottom of this thing is so unbelievably sharp. As soon as you pick it up, if you're like me and you hold your phone like this, immediate pinky destruction. I'm not a fan. All around, this case it's not for me, absolutely, and I think it's not for you. If you want something that's super minimal, that you still get the naked feel of your phone, I would wait and go ahead to go to arc.cc. This is not sponsored, by the way, at all, by anybody. Nobody's paid for it. Nobody knows I'm making the video. I would get an Arc Pulse, personally. It's going to cover your camera bump. It's going to cover the bottom. Your sides are exposed, but the way that the case is shaped, it's going to protect it from no matter which way you lay it down, which way you set it down, all that. I love the Arc Pulse. I've always loved it ever since I've tried the first one. And if you're somebody who's looking at the bumper, I would definitely recommend picking that up. Now, the cheapest one is like $69, but it's definitely much more protective. It has drop protection, side protection because of the way you set it down and stuff. Definitely, I can recommend that way more than this, even though it's double the price. So, no, I do not recommend you go spending your money on the iPhone Air bumper. But let me know what you guys think about the bumper down in the comments below. Can't wait to hear what you think. Make sure you guys like the video and subscribe to the channel. That goes a super long way for me. Allows me to make these videos for you. And if you guys want to see my review of the iPhone Air and 17 Pro Max clear case, I'll leave that video right here. If you guys want to see me unbox the iPhone Air and give you my completely raw first impressions, that video is right here.